Stupid Garbage Podcast.
Oh, I like that. Well, you better because we're on.
It's rock and roll. I didn't think maybe you could have done that before.
No, I didn't think about anything at all.
All right. Well, here we are.
But I'm here. I'm queer. They're welcome.
Okay. How was your day? What are we doing? What are you doing right now?
Eat. My day was good because I have no regard for anyone else's time.
It's fine.
Or happiness
Jessica,
but my own.
I regret I asked. I regret I asked you to do this podcast. But within the confines of that, I regret I asked you about this. So, yeah, regrets I have a few, but then again, too few for you to listen to. So, what is going on in the life of Jessica Sterner?
I'm currently in the middle of watching Her, so that's cool.
Joaquin Phoenix movie?
Mm-hmm. The Joaquin?
In the middle of it.
Yeah, I just was in the middle of it, and then my boyfriend said, hey, want to come upstairs and hang out with me?
That's the thing you want to wrap up?
No, I was working too.
Oh,
well, I was, editing. No, I was editing on one monitor, and I had my movie on the other monitor.
Jessica has an 8-monitor setup like Ozymandias.
Mm-hmm.
And name that piece of
literature.
Popular culture. Well, it could be the movie if you want. I don't care.
But there is a literature?
I suppose.
There's a novel?
It's a novel of sorts.
Wow. Is it a graphic novel?
Yeah.
Ooh. Is it like a Marvel thing? Ozymandias sounds like a supervillain.
Well, spoiler alert, dear reader, he is a character. And I guess spoiler alert, since Jess said it, he is the villain.
Fuck yes.
So it's made by, I think the parent company that owned it was DC.
I was so
Marvel,
close.
But I don't know that it was, I don't know how closely affiliated. I mean, I don't know, it's an Alan Moore thing, so.
I was close as fuck, good for me.
Yep. But
okay.
I thought you knew this whole time.
No. Who's Ozymandias?
He is the King of Kings. It's the Greek name for Ramses II. In the context I'm talking about, Ozymandias was the antagonist in the Watchmen graphic novel and movie, and now show, I guess. Although I think the show takes place in the future after the graphic novel, so I don't know if Ozymandias is still in it. I've never seen it.
I saw the size of the Watchmen graphic novel and immediately was intimidated into never touching it.
I thought you did read it.
No, you kept on asking me to, and you were upset because I didn't.
Oh, that makes me sad.
I'm sorry. Well, I think it was your roommate's book.
Sure, but...
So I only had, a semester to read it, and I didn't want to.
It's 4 months. It's a comic book. You could read it in an afternoon if you were sleepy. You could read it. Yeah. You could read it in 2 hours.
The size was the issue for me.
I know, but Jessica, it's mostly pictures. Okay. It's like 80 words per page, if that.
Maybe I did read it. Is that the one with
Dr. Manhattan? Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
Then maybe I think I did read it.
I thought you did too.
I think I did.
Anyway, so what's going on in your life? You're watching Her with Chris Pratt and Joaquin Phoenix and.
Chris Pratt had one scene.
He had 3 scenes.
Okay, well I have seen one of them. I don't know. There's a lot of
They wear their pants up to their tits just like you.
Yes, that was weird.
So that's cool. You must have felt vindicated a little bit.
Vindified? No, yeah,
Vilified?
I did. I felt good, but also they look.
My word.
Okay.
Pardon me.
How dare you? We're trying to record a podcast. If you can hiccup
I'm
and
trying
cough.
to record a podcast. I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
I'm bringing up things.
Go ahead.
I'm talking.
You're right.
There was a lot of verbal. What's the word? Verbal sex. I don't know.
Phone sex.
Telephone sex. Well, he has sex with her, and she's not really a telephone. I guess it's still phone sex. Yeah. All right. There's a lot of phone sex that makes me extremely uncomfortable. Our neighbor also walked up to our door, basically, as she was moaning really... I don't know.
The movie opens with Joaquin Phoenix having phone sex with a real live woman who wants to be smothered in a dead cat.
Yeah, choked. With it. It doesn't open with that, but it's one of the first scenes, for sure. Yeah. You see how terrible his life is, and then an aspect of that is, he finds this random lady, and, 3/4 of the way into the sex, she's like, you're choking me with a dead cat on the bedside table. And he's like, I'm sorry, what? And he just goes with it. He's like, all right, I'm going to use the tail. And she's like, it was intense. It was weird. And then she orgasms and she goes, okay, good night, bye. And she hangs up.
Yep.
Anyway, that made me uncomfortable. That to me wasn't as bad because it was kind of funny. But the Scarlett Johansson one was a lot worse because it was an actress I already knew. So I could picture her face. It just made me uncomfortable. And, yeah.
Kevin Durant, maybe 8 years ago now, tweeted at Scarlett Johansson that he would drink her bathwater.
That became a huge trend.
Yep, that's where it started.
Really?
I mean, as far as I know.
I mean, drinking bathwater...
I'm sure he's not the first person in human history to suggest it, but I think the new wave of it catching on was Kevin Durant. He's a funny dude.
He's a basketball guy, right?
He is a basketball guy.
Yes!
Yep.
Got him!
Yep. He played basketball. He was injured this past season, but... I mean, lucky for him, because there's no playoffs or anything. So the one season that he had a season-ending, debilitating injury that kept him out for the whole year is this year.
Good for him, yeah.
Yeah, he really picked the right year to do it.
He nailed it.
Yep.
Anyway, so I'm watching her. It's weird. But also, I totally understand how he fell in love with a robot. Like, I'm not confused at all. Everyone was like, ew, gross, weird concept. But, like, it, you know.
I fell in love with a witch, so...
Aw, babe.
Burn.
That's sweet.
Snap.
I like that.
That is real third grade jokes I'm lobbing. So, what did you do for prep today?
I've had a really hard day.
Okay. Not a great start.
Everything about me just feels uncomfortable. I feel uncomfortable in my own body. I feel uncomfortable in my life. I feel the depression sinking in. So I did not prep.
Yeah. So
I started doing...
Welcome to the planet.
I started doing the tags on the episode.
I already do the tags.
The episode. Wasn't that supposed to be my job?
It was, and you keep not doing it.
Well, I started it, so...
I know, it's funny. You said, there aren't really that many tags to do, which is what I told you. You said, like, the only thing I could think in the episode you listened to was the only thing I could think of to tag was, like, besides the name of our podcast and stuff, which I told you I tag every episode with, is because we talked about Tiger King. I would tag Tiger King, and I said, I already tagged Tiger King. And you went, oh. And then you left the room. A little peek behind the curtain. Jessica's not doing anything. Jessica's not even wearing pants right now.
That's true. You barely are.
No, I am.
All right.
I am, and you are not.
That's true.
Once again, it is one of those things that's fairly binary. You're either wearing pants or you're not.
I'm having a tough day. I didn't want to wear pants.
It's like what that person said about some judge and some very, very specific. Everything I talk about, maybe not even ever happened. I live in a reality of my own design.
The fuck is this?
Leave me alone!
Don't shout, you're gonna wake the baby.
The baby can go fuck himself. Yeah. The baby.
Don't say that about him.
You're right, I take that back.
You're okay.
That was out of line.
Thank you.
The baby's a sweet baby.
Thank you.
And he...
Your issue is with me.
Is shedding right now. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to wake him. He's downstairs.
I know.
He's conservatively 50 feet away from us right now.
Yeah.
And behind doors and... Anyway.
Dear reader, I have 2 pets now. I also have a colony of dubia roaches that are living in our house. So, Robert's thrilled.
How do you know if you have Stockholm Syndrome? Like, if the fact that I'm thinking I might proof enough that I don't, like that sort of catch-22 thing?
You know... In the movie Her, there's an 8-year relationship.
Watch this one movie. You have to this is all I have. Every single conversation gets pulled back into it. You need to go outside.
I asked you to go outside with me, and you were like, "No."
That does sound like me.
Also, look.
Yeah, go ahead. In Her, what happened? Something about dubia roaches.
Basically, they had like an 8-year relationship, and it ended. And she was...
Who?
It doesn't matter. Tertiary characters.
All right.
And... she was like explaining how the relationship ended and why, and she was like going in detail about it, and it was literally a fight that we have all the fucking time. And she was like, yeah, it's a fight that we have all the fucking time. And I'm like, oh no. And she was like, I just got sick of it. And I just said, hey, you know what? I'm going to bed and I don't want to be married anymore. And I'm just waiting for the day that happens.
What was the fight?
When you're Stockholm Syndrome. It wasn't like a literal fight, but like basically she took her shoes off. I recorded it because I wanted to bring it up to you later. But I guess right now, but
apparently,
basically she was like,
why wait?
Life
is short. Life is short and we're both idiots.
She came home and she said that her husband was like, you need to put the shoes away by the door. And she's like, he likes to put them by the door because that's where he thinks that they should go. And I'm like, I just want to sit on my fucking couch and just hang out. It's been a long day. And I told him, I'm like, I'm fucking trying. And he's like, no, you're not. And she's like, I am trying. I'm just not trying in the way that he wants me to try. And he's trying to control the way that and I'm like, oh my God, this is my fucking life. And she's like, we fought for 10 minutes and we have this fight 100 times a day. And I'm just so sick of living in a life where both of us just feel like trash all the time.
First of all, I don't ever feel like trash. I feel like
you make me feel like trash.
Sure, but I feel like a king in my own domain. That's us both feeling like, if you're worried that we're both going to start feeling like trash and that's going to cause us to drift apart, nope.
You like living in my filth?
No, I hate that, but I feel like a living god in squalor, granted. But, Hercules and Thor and all these gods are sent to the moral world and have these trials that they have to. Anyway, my more.
I'm your trial.
Yeah, for sure. Your Hercules, I think, had 10 or 12 or 14. You're like 8 of mine.
No.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So you're welcome. So anyway, you making, I think, if I'm reading this correctly, you making this point. Am I boring you? I'm sorry. Am I?
Yeah.
Is the middle of my sentence already starting to lose your attention?
Yes. No,
Okay.
continue, please.
I'm going to continue, but fuck you. It's not because you told me to. It maybe is despite you and
Thank
for
you.
no other reason. No, but if I'm reading this correctly, your point is that you don't like for me to be, you know, demanding and overbearing and controlling with the cleaning and blah, 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 blah.
Precisely.
Right. You need to be, if you're going to make this argument, you need to be a little smarter about it and not, you brought it up on the back of telling me that you had brought roaches into our apartment. You need to understand that's not a reasonable parallel. And that you are
All right.
making your... Have you ever heard
All
the
right.
story of the boy who cried wolf?
Yes.
Or maybe the girl who was a huge cunt? That might be more... Yeah, don't let your mother hear this.
So, watch it. My mother had a heart attack, basically, because... A metaphorical heart attack, because Robert called me a cunt.
And now you're up to speed, dear reader.
I mean, I knew he wasn't serious, but he did it, like, just straight up right in front of her.
Like I just did right now.
Yeah. Like, he was... Yeah.
I think there's a generational divide.
Definitely.
And maybe also a cultural blur. Who even knows? No, but a cultural divide around that word, wherein American women over the age of 30 or so seem to be, as of this recording, which is, dear reader, 11:44, April 8th, 2020, seem to really feel as though it's a very heavy... unforgivable, like a very, very strong 4-letter word. And I think a lot of people younger than that, and a lot of people like in England, Scotland, the UK, you know, in the English-speaking world at least, or
Yeah.
first language is English, excuse me, don't seem to have the same sort of problem with it.
It's just a United States thing. I would agree with you there, but also I see both sides of it because, like,
Have eyes on the side of your head.
as you know, I get called. I'm just gonna like bulldoze over when
Like
you make jokes because I hate them.
Do you not understand the comedic nature of what we're trying to do here?
I don't understand your sense of humor.
Then maybe we're not the best team.
Fucking idiot.
Maybe we're not the best comedy team.
Yeah, no shit. I'm gonna go to bed and I don't want to be married anymore.
It's like, okay, there's a straight man and there's the joke man. It's like I'm the joke man and you're like
definitely not the straight man.
the
If you know what I
straight
mean.
man's corpse. Hi-yo! Jessica strikes again. Which is ironic. Well, maybe it's not ironic. It's interesting because in Abbott and Costello, a famous comedy duo, can you name anything that they did?
Nope.
Who's on first? Does that ring a bell?
No.
Really? It's shocking to me. They're the first people you see when you walk into the Baseball Hall of Fame. No one fucking cares about this. Abbott, moi, is the straight man in the team. So maybe I should try being a straight man, but what that does to you is puts you under the burden of having to be funny.
I can
On demand.
instead
Go.
of being
Say something funny right now.
no.
So then there you go. Bada bing, bada boom.
Instead of being funny though, I just get like weird, which I find funny.
Okay, say something weird.
Well, I can't do it like that. And I'm also not asking you to do that. Like, I have not once said,
I know,
hey, Rob, be funny.
No, that's the problem. You're actively asking me not to.
I'm not asking you not to. I'm just saying when you do it, I'm going to keep talking as though you didn't do it. Because
Okay, if I may, I think you'll find if you ever get around to listening to any of these podcasts, like I do every day.
I listen to them!
Full of malarkey. You'll find that if there's a lot of... this is the concept behind laugh tracks. If there are people laughing, you're compelled to laugh along. If you laugh at my jokes, it will seem funnier to the listeners. I would laugh at your jokes, like I just did when I screamed like Ed McMahon, but you don't tell a lot of jokes.
I would urge you then to be funnier.
I'm going to drown you in a utility sink. We'll see who's laughing then. Spoiler alert, it's going to be me.
And also, like, if you listen back to the podcast...
So you laughed at that.
Yeah.
I threatened to drown you in a utility sink and that gets a laugh.
Funny.
But then I tell...
If you listen back to our podcast...
I don't understand why.
As often as I do.
Never.
I know.
Which is to say everyone is on the same page as you because no one else is ever
Exactly.
listening. I'm the only person who listens to this podcast.
saying,
It's killing me on the inside to even record this.
What?
Jessica, all you do... It's funny because what you do... I sometimes I sound like a sociopath because we're talking like this, as you know, as I've had to explain to you half a dozen times. Readers can't see us. It's an entirely auditory medium.
It escapes me every time.
Right.
But...
So you like glare at me and roll your eyes, and then I'm short with you because of that, and so it sounds like I'm just about to punch you in the mouth for no reason. Like, listen back, I'm like, I listened to one that we recorded a couple days ago.
Maybe that's why.
I'm like, why was I so mad? And then I was like, oh, I remember specifically you were giving me so much silent attitude.
Oh my God. I think that's, remember how I said when I listen back to the podcast, it kind of makes me cringe sometimes because I'm like, wow, you're so mean to me.
It's because all of your attitude, you keep quiet. And it would be one thing if you like rolled your eyes and went, okay, Rob, enough. But you just roll your eyes and don't say a fucking word. So not only do I have to say something and vent my frustration, I have to talk just so that there's not dead air.
Oh my God.
Because you clam up intentionally. Is that funny to you? This is funny to you? This grotesque, grand, overarching theme of you abusing me silently is funny to you.
Abusing you,
wordplay and knock jokes, not gonna get a chuckle out of you.
Well, it's a lot of the times
gaslighting me through this podcast that I don't want to be doing in the first place. Really? Are you kidding me?
No, a lot of the times...
I know I just asked you to laugh. You have to stop laughing because you're driving me crazy.
Oh wait, I'll do this. Tell the readers what this is.
Torture.
I have a fake laugh that, because this has come up obviously when we're not recording the podcast, he's just, I forget what it was, but we were like in bed one day and you were like, why don't you ever like laugh at my jokes or some shit, some needy bullshit.
Yeah, no, of course. And, that does sound like me.
I was like, oh,
dumb.
Oh no, it was because I was snorting and you were like, please.
You're ruining everything.
Yes.
It's gross.
You were like, you need to stop snorting, it's disgusting. Don't you stop.
Not on the pod, all right. Stop. Just snort once for us. Come on, little piggy. Oink, oink. There we go. Okay. So Jessica does that all the time. It's disgusting, as you just heard. It ruins my evening, and I tell her, I said, Jessica, you take it. If you're gonna snort like an animal, go outside like an animal. And she said, well, I can't laugh and promise I'm not gonna snort, so I guess I'll have to do this. And then you unveiled this monstrosity. This was like a year ago, and I said, you have to work on that, and then you never did. Much like this podcast.
You like clamming up and getting all cringy at my fake laugh is just absolutely hilarious, so I have no intention of ever practicing.
Do you think it will be, and maybe you do, maybe, I don't know, do you think it will be as hilarious when they find your head in the East River?
Jesus.
Oh, I'm sorry, drowning you in a utility sink. A laugh a minute. Miles of smiles. Dumping your head in the East River. Whoa! Hey, guy, it's not that sort of... What?
I have my limits.
Which, tell me where they are.
You have to find them.
I'm not...
That's how we do things.
I'm not
I determine the rules.
Bada bing, bada boom, am I right? I'm not doing this scavenger hunt through the insanity. What are you doing right now?
Looking at my tattoo.
Stop. That's fine, but Jessica. I'm trying to have a conversation with you.
You're lecturing me.
No.
I'm... How to live.
You know what? Fair enough. Bring something to the pod right now, please. I'm going to lose my mind.
So as you guys might have noticed a couple minutes ago, I said the word precisely in a funny way. And that's because if you guys have ever seen Quest for Camelot...
They haven't.
You absolutely should.
This is good. And you making an inside joke referencing a 30-year-old movie that no one knows.
It's not an inside joke. It's helping the readers to know more about the person that they're listening to. It's called character building, you fuck. Okay? This is how they bond and how they give a shit about me, which they won't, but if they were going to, this would be how it happened.
No, keep going. This is great.
So anyway, you guys,
you're gold.
The movie Quest for Camelot, which, I don't know when it came out, maybe 99, let's say, and I'm just making everything up, but it's like Disney adjacent. I don't think it's actually made by Disney. It's an amazing fucking movie. I've been trying to get Rob to watch it for years. He refuses. There's a two-headed dinosaur dragon thing. They're just dragons. And, but there's a griffin, and he is talking to Ruber, who's the main villain.
Set the scene for us. Act 1, Scene 1.
Ruber wears a crimson armor set, and he has skulls on each of his shoulders.
Okay, a little flamboyant.
He has extraordinarily stringy, disgusting blonde hair.
Sure.
He's disgusting, but basically he loses...
What's his boyfriend's name?
His boyfriend's a griffin. I think the griffin's name is just Griffin.
Okay, it's a pretty stereotypical.
He also has a falcon with silver wings.
Okay. Do they live
And
in the
he
East
says it
Village?
like that.
I bet he does.
With silver wings.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I know.
And he has a griffin
Like
that
6
he hangs
couples
out
like
with.
that. Yeah, sure.
Stop.
Do they go rollerblading?
Oh my god.
Down 8th? Just fucking tearing up the... Come on.
Oh, sorry. I'm smiling very widely, but
No, I'm not telling... You don't need to give
I don't know
stage
what you're
directions.
doing.
Keep talking. Keep talking about your...
Well, you keep interrupting me to make...
I keep going.
Okay. Anyway.
I clearly am running out of steam.
So Ruber, the falcon steals a sword, Excalibur, from the big bad griffin, and he loses it, and the falcon drops it like a dumb idiot. And, so Ruber is confronting the griffin, and he's like, where the fuck is my sword? And basically he just keeps, like, he's recounting what happened, and he's like, is this what happened? And the griffin goes, precisely. And he's like, is this what happened? And he goes, precisely. So that's how I choose to say the word precisely every single time.
That was riveting.
Thank you.
That kept me on the edge of my seat.
What do you have?
Well, I was going to say a couple of things. One, I was going to ask if you've ever heard of the movie The Thief of Baghdad.
No.
Well, all right, moving on. No, it's a movie from the 1940s. It's apparently a classic film based on one of the tales of the 1001 Arabian Nights. With Scheherazade telling all of her stories.
Let's watch it.
And sure, we can. It's what a lot of the Aladdin movie is based off of it as a genie, and it's one of the guys' names is Abu. Apparently, in 1001 Arabian Nights, Aladdin and the Magical Lamp is actually a story, but it seems like it takes place in China. Like it seems like it was a late addition to the collection of the Islamic stories.
I read it. 1001 Arabian Nights.
You didn't read all of it.
No, but I read, I want to say it was for a college course. Yes, it was for a college course, and I want to say I read one story from it or something, but I did like it. I liked the story, so I definitely think, I don't really care that much about Aladdin, to be honest. Like, I know the story, I've heard it a bunch, but if it's different than Aladdin, like if it's not the exact same movie, I'll watch it.
Okay,
and
cool.
if it's in color.
It is in color.
Oh,
it's
thank
from
God.
1940, but lucky you, it's in color. So, okay, so that didn't go anywhere, but...
Well, what were you going to say about it?
No, I don't know, I was just going to talk... Well, I was going to talk about the... Got hair in my mouth. I was going to talk about the movie itself, but it's not really relevant. But, okay, Prep 2...
you can always...
It's fine.
Hey, instead of just getting so defeatist, you can just talk about what you want to talk about.
No, because then you don't have anything to add, and then you yell at me.
No, I wouldn't. You can talk.
You would. You do. I hate
when I talk, you yell at me for saying the things that I'm saying, and I keep doing it anyway because it's what I feel in my heart. So
I know.
That's the podcast. It's just one of us saying something.
Very brave of you.
Thank you. I'm very brave as a person. All the time.
Yeah. Let's see what else. One of my cousins had a baby.
What?
Yep. I don't know.
Sorry.
If I should
Wait.
talk
I'm
about that
sorry.
on the pod.
They're finding out before I am.
No, I mean, you're finding out now. They're not finding out until like a week from now.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, but you didn't think to have this conversation.
No,
Oh,
I didn't.
Goodness.
I like to keep things close to the vest.
But what?
In case they'll be good for the pod. I like to keep them
God.
quiet.
That's exciting. Was it healthy?
Yes.
Good.
It's a girl. Everything's honky-dory.
And it's a second girl, right? I'm assuming?
Girl numero dos.
Okay, then I know which baby this is.
Bam.
I think I only know one pregnant relative of yours, but you truly never know in your family. There's so many people.
I don't think I like what you're implying.
What?
I don't know what you're implying. I don't think I like it.
Okay. I know, and you don't like it when I talk ill of any child that you see. That was...
Yeah, any child in my family. Weird.
I know, I don't like that rule.
Too bad.
I've been mulling over it for the past couple days since you made that rule, and I'm still upset about it.
Overruled. Asked and answered. My mother has 114 siblings, so I have a lot of cousins, and those cousins have babies, and thus I have more cousins. Anyway, what else do we got? Not a whole lot. It's been a pretty slow day. Just a dickload of work.
Yeah.
On my end, anyway. So.
Okay, so sorry, you're yelling at me for not having any prep, but then you also don't have any prep.
Yeah, well, I did have prep, and then I also worked like 12 hours today, so it's...
I know, but that was your choice.
What?
That That was your dumb idiot decision to do.
I had more prep, but it would have taken like 25 minutes to prepare. And I asked Jess as soon as I was done with my work. Stupid.
I thought you meant your work. Like, I thought that was work, not podcast prep.
No, I had prep to do. That's what I said.
I thought you meant that was to finish your week's worth of work.
No.
Oh, Lord. You guys, I'm so sorry. Do you want to pause the pod?
No.
Oh,
no.
God.
No, I'll just bring it tomorrow. It's fine. I had about 25 minutes or so of prep to do. And I told Jess this, but I said as soon as I finished work, dumb me wanted to hang out with Jessica. I still don't know why. And I said, why don't we chill and we can pod and we can do it right now. And then I realized I should have done the prep. And then I asked Jess, do you mind if I do some work to prepare for the podcast? And she went, fuck that. No. I had stuff I could have wrapped up downstairs. I could have finished her.
No, I was doing real work.
I could have seen the ending where Joaquin Phoenix and Scarlett...
You little devil.
I saw it in theaters.
I know.
His pants eat him.
His pants?
His pants go so high that they swallow him whole.
Who'd you see it with?
Can I fucking help you?
Did you
I don't know when did it come out. 2013?
Who knows? Probably your family.
You just...
No, I would have never seen her.
No. I mean, you should know when it came out because you're watching it. Doesn't it say...
I don't look at the release date when I watch a movie. I'm here, I'm now, let's go.
I don't remember. I remember seeing it in theaters, and whoever I was with was someone who I knew at the time. I don't fucking know.
Okay.
I got nothing for you.
Well, I'm just saying, because we knew each other when it came out, I thought.
Did we? Are you sure? Let me look it up. Well, then we probably saw it together.
We didn't, because I've never seen her. I refuse to see her.
You have a Swiss cheese brain, so...
Oh, I think I would remember watching an entire... Sorry, I don't know why I whispered the rest of it. I mean, I keep forgetting...
On a podcast. You also forget months of
Again,
your life.
if it should just be a video. We should
This one says 2019.
We were definitely...
2009.
Okay, it's neither of those two.
What are these? What the hell is happening? 2013, that's what I said.
Oh, shit.
So, I did not know you.
Oh, no.
So, yeah. There you go.
You know, I forget there was a time before you knew me.
Do you want to... Yeah, oh, God, bliss. So, do you want to... It's like, I think I have PTSD, but no, do you want to do, like, some... Well, okay, let me ask you this, since I still don't know. What are you doing?
I'm rolling around because I'm sad that you think you have PTSD.
This doesn't seem like maybe a visual bit that you're doing right now.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna study up how to be more auditory.
Maybe close your eyes and pretend like we're... There you go. And pretend like you and I...
Ow. Don't hit me.
It's on me.
Freak.
You don't know. Ew.
Stop. Actually, yeah, there was a laugh that I did on the podcast and I heard it and I was like, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard. So I really need to try to practice my fake laugh.
Okay, well...
Not for you, for the guys.
This is...
The podcast.
God, this is like Groundhog Minute.
Let's get...
Just
let's get a track. What were you going to say?
Do you know do you think it's Groundhog or Groundhog's Day?
I would hope it would be Groundhog's Day.
Wrong! Hog. Do you think it's daylight saving or daylight savings? Wrong! Learn something new every day, dipshit. So anyway...
Do you know that snakes are lizards?
Sure.
Do you know that...
reptiles, definitely.
But they're lizards. Did you know that most snakes have legs? There are just some snakes that don't have legs. And also, did you know that snakes...
What are you talking about?
Are we not sharing interesting facts today?
You can't spread misinformation.
Did you know that...
You can't say most snakes have legs.
Snakes, especially when breeding, are slightly warm-blooded.
How can you be slightly warm-blooded?
They use their food to heat up their body.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure to some capacity. What else would they be eating for? I guess to power their brains, but I don't think you can be entirely endothermic or ectothermic.
We eat for energy, not just for heat.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying my point is that you can't eliminate that entirely. I mean, it's going to produce some heat. I know, but like my lizard doesn't do that. But snakes, especially when breeding... Okay, so my question to you was going to be, is this supposed to be a funny podcast? Stop. No. I'm genuinely asking because my suggestion will depend on whether or not you want this to be funny or not. I don't care. I have literally there was no intention with this podcast. I wanted to do a fucking movie review podcast, but we don't watch any movies right now because of quarantine. And also,
Why do you look forlorn? You're doing a visual bit right now.
I'm not doing anything. I was just waiting for you to finish talking.
With your hand.
I look forlorn because I'm forlorn, but I'm
Okay.
just waiting for you to stop talking so I can do my thing.
I don't care if it's funny or not.
My turn. Well, I was going to suggest something that might be funny, but
Go for it.
Well, maybe we could do like improv exercises.
Oh, no. I think that you...
What did we talk about the first rule of improv being?
Yes,
and. So when I suggest doing improv and you go, oh no, it's not a great start.
No, stop.
Yeah, it's not ideal. Do you think maybe if we try it, you'll surprise yourself?
No.
Do you think maybe it will be funny how terrible you are?
No.
Really?
That's the thing. Like, if it was like I'm so bad that it's like, you've seen me dance. Like, it's so bad that I could see how someone would be like, okay. Ugh. But like...
Well, that's because you only have one leg.
Nope.
Then what is it?
We should do a shout out, speaking of only having one leg. Okay. We'll do it later.
Okay.
Anyway.
Shout out to Linda McCartney. No, it wasn't her. It was the other one.
Oh, I was
Who
like...
his next wife?
I don't know what you're doing.
Paul McCartney married a woman with one leg. After Linda McCartney. Was it?
I thought you were just spouting a random name. And I was like, there's probably someone named Linda McCartney. It's not that.
Yeah, Paul McCartney's ex-wife.
Okay. Anyway. God damn it. If you want, we can try it. But like, it's just going to be dead air.
Sounds great.
Okay.
So you fill the void for the next 15 seconds while I flying on by the seat of my pants.
The pressure stresses me out.
Put that down. Put that down.
Okay.
Put that down.
Oh.
Okay, fine.
Robert is currently wearing a shirt that has a little bow tie on. What? Why? What? It has a little bow tie on it.
Okay. Word at a time story. Students sit in a circle.
I know this one.
Okay.
I'm very experienced in acting.
So you have to give them a title for a story. This one says the best birthday ever. A little bland, but here we are.
Okay.
Story is told one word at a time around the circle. Has to make sense. They are building sentences, not throwing in funny words to try and get a laugh. All right?
Turd.
Everyone has... Huh?
Turd.
Okay. Everyone has to work together to remember where they've been and try to create a cohesive... It says try to create a cohesive throughout. I guess that makes sense?
You guys, I used to be an actor.
So
I acted in many plays.
Probably... I'm just going to plow right through that.
I have a lot of experience in acting.
This is irrelevant and gibberish.
You won't be able to tell.
Up. So,
it's not made up. I have pictures of me in all my bouquets that my fans would give me.
No, I know you're lying.
I played the mother in Ricky Tikki Tavi as a child.
So I think this is probably meant to be played with like 8 people, but here we are.
Sure. No, I don't think so.
So the best birthday ever. Do you want me to start or do you want to start?
I'm going to kill myself.
Okay, I'll start. Picture.
This.
Chucky.
The.
Rat.
Was.
High.
And.
Drunk.
When.
He.
Found.
Another.
High.
And.
Drunk.
And.
Gigantic.
And.
Thirsty.
Child. Stop.
Wait, sorry. Is it only one sentence or can it keep going?
Keep going.
Oh, okay.
So far we have, picture this. Chucky, the rat, was high and drunk when he found another high and drunk and thirsty child. Oh, and gigantic child.
Yeah. This.
Oh, we're going again.
Are we not?
Oh, I wasn't looking at you. No, you're right.
This.
Wasn't
where I expected that sentence to go,
really?
So I'm a little...
Was. Threw you for a loop.
The...
Worst.
Child.
He'd.
Ever.
Punched.
In.
The.
Mouth.
Or.
Any.
Other.
Body.
Part. Stop. Go ahead. So Chucky the rat is fighting this giant child.
Roger.
The
child
was
enraged.
Oh, okay. I thought you said in a rage. Okay. But
weak
of
physical
spirit. Stop. I'll start. Roger
ran
poorly
into
the
face
of
the
giant
rat
named
Steve.
Got a lot of rats in this store. Stop.
I thought we were gonna
Steve
flamboyantly
contracted.
Jesus.
Come on, how is that not the natural progression?
Knives.
He contracted knives?
Yeah. Can't you kind of
Okay.
use that to say that in a weird
Nope.
way? Doesn't it just mean like acquire?
Nope.
Okay.
Contracted knives from
The
dealer
down.
town.
Stop.
All right. So this story was
Back to birthday.
story was the best birthday ever.
I know. I was saying we need to swing it back to birthdays.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Cake
Was
waiting
for
them
in
the
cake
kitchen.
which
Set
a
fire
underneath
curtains
made
from
paper. This is terrible.
Why would you say paper?
I don't know.
Also,
panicking.
it's hard because you're leading
What
me
are
in a direction
curtains
like made, and I can't say.
All right.
I can't say the thing it's made from. Like I can't add that creative
Yeah,
thing.
you know, that's
It
what you
goes
have to.
back
That's
to
what you have to do. Okay, do you want me to start? Do you want to start a new
Story.
story?
Sure.
Okay, so how about we need
A prompt.
how about walk in the park? Would be our.
I was gonna literally say that.
We're on the same wavelength. That's a good start. Okay. Picture
This
the
grass
and
trees
all
were
engorged.
Stop.
Okay. The end. All right, let's do another prompt.
Okay.
How about buying
Engorged.
shoes?
Okay.
Okay, let me start, if I may.
Sure, please.
Picture.
This. What?
Not
Sorry.
very original, but okay.
Are we? Is that not how they're supposed to
No,
start?
it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Picture this. The
Store.
was
Ablaze.
the end. Bada bing, bada boom. We're really hitting our stride. That first one was a little rough, but these ones, we're doing them really fast.
I can do
We're gonna be the first ones done. Hey teacher, we did 3.
I was gonna say we could do like the fastest way to end any story. I think we're nailing that.
Okay, how about
trees in the grass were engorged?
Jessica, listen.
What a thing to say.
let's not look back at our past
Oh my
mistakes.
god.
We've grown since then. How about a night on the town?
Okay.
Okay. Picture
Alcoholics.
driving.
Haphazardly.
Haphazardly. Don't give me. They have to be real words. Okay. Picture alcoholics driving haphazardly through
Fields.
of
Strawberries.
and
Grapes. Oh.
on
There.
vines.
I was gonna say like, oh. It's hard because I know where I'm going with it, and you roll your eyes as if I'm making it complicated for you. But
This is a night on the town.
well, I was gonna say on their way to this place that they're going on the town. Anyway, what did you say? On their vines.
How about
Stop.
Okay, stop. The end. Burn this one. How about an afternoon at the museum?
Okay.
Okay. Picture
Fossils.
and
Taxidermy.
hoaxes.
Hanging.
Bullshittily.
You just spit in my nose.
It's part of the game, babe. You gotta roll with the punches.
From
Jew controlled.
ceilings.
Stop. All right, my turn. Mass media.
Oh my god.
Go ahead.
I don't want our podcast to be this politically.
It's just an improv exercise.
You
Mass
can't-
media.
You can't just say that.
Of course I can. Good. Mass media
controlled
by
the
Jews.
Stop.
Okay.
Seems like you just wanted to get that out. All right.
Do you want me to keep going?
Day at the doctor.
Okay. Jew. Okay, sorry. You're right. That's not how we're supposed to start. Picture
this.
Jew.
All right, pod racers.
What? No. We still got like another 6 minutes.
Okay, but then get off the Jew. Let go.
That's what you have to say to me every time we stop having sex because she's a Jew and I put my dick inside her. So,
Jesus Christ.
Jessica, you don't want to improv. You don't want to talk about my penis. I'm out of options here.
I'll talk about your penis all day.
Sweet.
Not much to talk about, if you know what I mean.
Bada bing, bada boom. She strikes again. Do you want to do another improv exercise?
Sure.
That was just the one that we...
That's true. We just...
Frankly, knocked out of the park.
The park that's engorged.
This one, yeah, well... let's see. Okay. What do they do? Can you even get more specific? You gotta talk so that I'm not just...
Sorry. Oh, so I used to be an actor when I was younger. And, I was very good at it. I'm actually really good at tongue twisters, too. Which makes me good for a podcast, I'd say. She sells seashells by the seashore. What are the other ones? What are the other tongue twisters? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. I'm really good at them.
That was pretty good. These were all... we can do them. One of them, for example, is... this one's for 4. Okay. But we can just do it in 2.
Okay.
Right?
Have we stooped so low in our creative process that we are just doing...
We haven't stooped in any creative process. I have creative processes. You don't do anything. You participate.
I'm queer and I'm ready to rumble.
Okay. That's all I ask of you. But listen, Garfunkel. You are here because I tell you to stand here and I tell you what notes to sing.
Ooh.
Exactly. All right? So don't think that you and I'm going to go off and write Graceland and you're going to be panhandling in 6 months, right?
Okay.
You have no idea what I'm doing, do you?
Nope.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to be making music videos
You're doing like
with
a
Chevy
Simon
Chase.
Garfunkel thing, but I don't know.
Garfunkel.
Garfunkel.
Okay, so this one is a scene for a group of 4 or 2 players or 1 act out a scene in gibberish. The second player is their English language dubber. They translate the scene into English.
That's cute.
So this will be good for radio.
This feels very visual.
All right, so ready? I'm going to act something out, and you have to tell the people what I'm doing, and you have to make it funny, okay?
Oh, no, I know.
I'm gonna stand, because why not?
God.
You have to make it funny, Jess. You have to tell them what's happening. You have to make something up. Like, if I do this, what would I be doing?
Rowing.
Rowing a boat. Or I could be...
Churning butter.
Or I could be... out of options. Or I could be stuck in my own head.
I don't know what
Just
it could possibly be.
Staring at me while
Cranking
we're live
a clock.
recording. Cranking a clock.
Yeah.
You know those hand crank
I don't know
clocks
what I don't know what you're trying to get me to say.
Nothing. My point is that I could be doing a number of different things, right?
And
I could be
listed a
burying
number.
something. You listed 2. You did 2 is a number. I'll
No,
give you
you
that.
were making a round motion. You definitely weren't burying anything. Trust me.
I'm not churning butter. Churning butter is like this in front of you, making a circle.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to, like, if I'm doing this, yes, you could say rowing, but the point is that you do something.
Sure. No, I get what we're doing.
Okay,
Yeah.
so go ahead.
Oh my God.
What's the scene? What's the scene? Come on, Jess. What's the scene? You have to tell the readers. They don't know what's happening.
Robert has contracted something very dangerous. His balls are now out. It seems like he's trying to hide his penis inside of his balls. So maybe it's shy. Maybe it's sad. This is wildly inappropriate.
This was wildly inappropriate. I'm going to level with you. Mistake.
Well, the first thing Robert did was show me his butthole.
Oh my God.
So
Jessica, listen. That's my eye.
I don't know how I could. Can you hear that? His squeaky fucking.
Squeaky from? That's my eye.
Disgusting.
Jessica yells at me all the time for having eyes.
It's way worse. You want to hear me rubbing my eyes? Ow! You don't hear a single thing. So you hit me.
They're not going to believe that.
Okay. They probably heard it. Anyway.
That was the sound of you rubbing your eyes.
So Robert showed me his butthole, and I don't know how I'm supposed to interpret that in any way.
Well, it depends what school of philosophy you subscribe to. Maybe I'm.
That's all, pod racers.
See you later, pod racers.
God.
I get to say it.